Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam, Ustaz.
Wow. How's life, guys? How's life? What do you feel in this morning, everyone? Do you feel good?
Good, sir.
Good. All right. Dari Makassar jam 7:30 sudah hadir. Luar biasa. All right. So there is no one present today.
Yes, sir. Terakhir kelompok 6.
Kelompok 6 terakhir ya?
Ya, sudah selesai kemarin.
That's good. Sudah hadir semua belum ini? Belum ya. Ahmad Baharun, Sari, Layla. Okay, let's open our class by doa first based on your own religion. Doa begin. Enough. In the last few weeks, we already discussed a lot of things, yeah, from group 1 until group 6. I just want to remind you all what you have presented in the last few weeks. That's the material that you will face in UAS, yeah. That you will do in the UAS, ujian akhir semester. That is what you already present in the last few weeks, yeah. So today, before we start our lessons, I just wanna recall from group 1 until group 6 what you already present. Just want to recall you in what we already learned in the last 6 meetings, yeah. In the last 6 meetings. Who is group 1 here? Grup 1 siapa? Grup 1. Aditya Duta Ramadan, Erlan Ingkirwang, Zulfa Malika Amana. Are you here, guys?
Yes, sir.
Zulfa Malika Amana, Erlan Ingkirwang, and Aditya Duta Ramadan. So the question is, what you already present in the last in the first presentation, yeah, which is your group. Zulfa, this is Mr. Erlan and Mr. Aditya. Do you remember what you already present in the first meeting of presentations? Can you hear
Yes,
my
sir.
word?
Yang untuk kelompok pertama itu ada personal pronoun, terus ada collective noun, sama
Indefinite pronoun.
Indefinite pronoun.
So what about pronoun is? Pronouns in gender, right? Talk about pronoun and gender. Am I right? Pronouns in gender, collective noun, indefinite pronoun. So what's pronoun in gender? Ayo. What is pronoun in gender? What you already talked about pronouns in gender. Anyone remember? Ini simulasi saja untuk UAS biar ingat-ingat toh. Ayo. Anyone can remember? Or I mean anyone remember what it's mean by pronoun in gender? Yo.
Yes, sir. Pronoun gender ya, sir.
Ya.
Dia itu apa? Kata ganti seseorang. Maksudnya kata ganti kalau misalnya dia laki-laki dia pakainya apa? Kalau misalnya perempuan dia pakainya apa gitu.
Alright.
Misalnya kayak he itu kan laki-laki atau pakai him. Kalau she itu untuk perempuan atau her. Atau misalnya they or them.
That's pronoun in gender means. All right. Thank you, Mrs. Sulpa. Okay. What about collective noun? Anyone remember? Collective nouns means? Mr. Graceberg, maybe? Or Mr. Osama? Do you remember what is noun in gender? Collective nouns means? Collective noun.
Is represent about a collection of individuals. The example is like I'm playing a football.
That's collective noun. All right. Is that any collective pronoun, Master? Is there any collective pronoun or not, or just only collective noun?
It's just collective noun, sir.
Just collective nouns. All right. Okay, thank you. For Mr. Rio, are you here? Mr. Rio. All right, Mr. Wahyu. Gultom. Are you here? Mr. Gozi? Okay, Mr. Haba. Mr. Haba. Do you remember what is singular and plural possessive noun, Mr. Haba? Can you hear my word? Can you hear my voice? Mr. Haba?
Oh, sorry. I can hear you my voice. I can hear your voice.
All right.
Sorry. Uh, The differences between singular and plural possessive noun itu adalah singular, kalau nggak salah, plural itu dia ada s-nya maksudnya kalau seandainya plural, contoh objeknya itu apa ya? Siapa ya? Apa ya? Pencil. This is my pencil. Pencils.
This is my pencil.
Ya, pencils. Ya, pencils ya. Atau pens.
That's plural or singular?
Actually
Ah,
singular ya.
plural dong kalau ada S-nya
Ya,
di
plural
belakang.
ya. Kalau seandainya ada s itu jadi plural, Pak. Kalau seandainya ada s gitu itu jadi plural gitu. Kan ada banyak ya jamak gitu. Intinya kalau singular berarti kan tunggal. Kalau plural kan itu jamak, Pak.
Alright. Okay, thank you. Mr. Fahrul, are you here? Mr. Fahrul.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you remember what is proper noun and common noun? Or anyone remember what is proper noun and common noun? Ayo. It is easy, bro, brother and sister.
Common noun itu apa? Kata umum yang apa? Kata umum yang tidak spesifik, yaitu contoh nama orang, tempat, sesuatu atau ide. Jadi common noun itu yang apa ya? Yang kayak simple atau umumnya. Terus kalau proper noun itu yang
That's only word or noun. The word noun.
one word.
So noun, right?
Yes.
Noun yang common, yang sering digunakan oleh orang-orang dan tidak spesifik kayak gitu ya.
Kalau yang proper noun itu yang lebih spesifik. Jadi dia itu satu atau dua kata, tapi hurufnya kapital.
Contohnya dah proper noun tuh common noun tuh kayak mana deh?
Contohnya the white horse.
Common noun.
Common noun.
Common noun, not proper noun.
Common noun car.
Car, alright.
Or doctor.
So for the proper noun for car is
Ford.
Itu nama mobil ya.
Or Lamborghini or
Alright.
Pajero.
Or any other car's name, right? That's
Yes.
proper noun. It's like you said that white house. White house is proper noun.
Yeah, yes.
And the
House.
common noun is
The white.
all right, that's good. Thank you, Mr. Fahro.
Okay, sir.
All right, we go to the next. Mr. Aditya. Mr. Aditya, are you here? Ayo.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you open your camera? Mr. Aditya. Mr. Aditya. Mr. Aditya. Nggak dengar po. Apa itu modifiers, Mr. Aditya? What is modifiers? Aditya, Duta Ramadan. Why he didn't answer my questions? Mr. Erlan, maybe. All right, you take your positions. Mr. Erlan, what is modifier?
Yes.
Do you remember a modifier is?
Why?
Modifier.
What, sir?
All right. Semua harus siap loh. Kalau ditanya harus siap semua. Ya, tadi yang sudah jawab saya ingat sekali. Sama. Terus Mrs. Zulfa. Terus siapa tadi? Muhammad Fahrul. Ya. Ayo. Okay, Mr. Aditya said that modifier is a word or phrase or clause that has a function as an adjective or adverb and can describe the word or group of word. That's modifier. Modifier adalah kata, frasa, atau klausa di dalam bahasa Inggris yang memiliki fungsi sebagai adjektif, kata sifat, atau adverb, kata keterangan yang menerangkan kata atau kelompok kata lain. Can I give an example of modifier, Mr. Raihan Zulfikar? He found a bar of chocolate put on my bag. So where is the modifier there, Mr. Aditya? Where is the modifier in your example, Mr. Aditya? He found a bar of chocolate, yeah, put on my bag. Second example, in the following sentence, the word burger is modified by the word vegetarian. So where is the sentence, Mr. Wahyu?
Yes, sir.
Where is the sentence there? There is no sentence there, just only the word. You said that. In the following sentence, the word burger is modified by the word vegetarian. Nah, mana sentence-nya di situ? Kan nggak ada sentence-nya. Adjektif yang menerangkan cocok. Mana adjektifnya? He found a bar of chocolate put on my bag. Adjektifnya, where is the adjective there? Ayo. Or yang lain juga bisa jawab kok. Siapa aja boleh jawab.
Itu modifiernya Pak, harusnya itu put on my bag. Karena dia berfungsi sebagai kata sifat yang menjelaskan bahwa coklatnya itu adalah noun. Jadi, found itu subjek, found itu menemukan, berarti dia predikatnya.
Verb.
Found a bar itu bar of chocolate itu satu kalimat.
Kesatuan ya.
Ya, objek. Terus adjektifnya on my bag.
On my bag.
Jadi itu ini modifier itu adalah on my bag. Dia berfungsi sebagai keterangan dan juga sebagai apa itu ya? Ya, itulah.
Jadi modifier itu yang menjelaskan daripada show ini ya.
Keterangan kalimatnya.
Uh-uh.
Jelaskan kalimatnya secara keseluruhan.
Noun menjelaskan nounnya itu sendiri ya, yaitu adalah di sini nounnya adalah coklat itu ya.
Ya, Pak.
That's good. Thank you, Mr. Osama. That's a good explanation. Adjektif yang menerangkan coklat. I know, yeah, I know, Mr. Aditya. That's good. Okay, next. Anyone remember the formula of past tense? Anyone remember? No, not anyone, not anyone. Miss Kamalia Mardia. Do you remember the formula of past tense? Yo, formulanya apa? Rumusnya, Amin. Novita Sari, maybe. Novita Sari? Yang nggak jawab nanti saya kurangi nilainya ya di UAS. Ayo. Rumus daripada past tense loh. Simple present, past tense, terus apalagi kemarin yang sudah dibahas tuh.
Sir,
Sama future tense. Ya, siapa? Aulia ya.
yang subjek verb 2 plus objek ya?
Alright, benar. Subjek, verb 2, objek. Ya, seperti Miss Kamalia juga udah jawab. Oke, thank you. Dua-duanya Mrs. Aulia dan Miss Kamalia. Jawabannya adalah subjek, verb 2, objek. Now, saya kasih contoh ya. Saya kasih contoh. Habis itu dirubah ke simple past ya. Saya kasih contoh. Wait a minute. Saya kasih contoh satu kalimat. And you have to what? I mean, you have to change to the past tense. I mean, they are eating a burger. What is the formula here? Past tensesnya apa nih? They are eating a burger. Anyone remember? They are eating a burger. What is the tense of this sentence? They are eating a burger. Miss Firly Adinda Putri. Firly. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
tensesnya apa ini? Dari kalimat ini tensesnya apa? What is the tenses of this sentence? They are eating a burger.
Perfect continuous tense, maybe, sir.
Ayo. Apakah benar itu, Mr. Osama?
Itu present continuous tense, Pak.
Alright. Kalau perfect continuous tense bagaimana?
Perfect itu harus ada kalimat has atau apa itu had.
Harus ada have, has,
Had atau
dan
has-nya. Pengganti to be.
Alright. So here there is no have, has, and only here only to be and verb ing, right? So
Yes,
this
Pak.
is Miss Firly. You have to know that this is present continuous tense. Ya, masih present ya. Ini masih present continuous tense. And so if you change the sentence to past tense, how gonna be? Kalau kita rubah menjadi past tense, how gonna be here? Mr. Aditya said eating. They are eat. Miss Kamalia, they are eat a burger. Ya. Ada yang lain? Ada yang lain? Miss Kamalia sudah jawab. They are eat a burger. Anyone can answer or you can write there. Just remember ya. You have to remember subject, the formula is subject, verb to, object. All right. They ate nasi goreng, they ate a burger. Habis makan nasi goreng kah? Mr. Osama said that the answer is they ate burger. Mr. Erlan in Kerewang said they had eat a burger. Past tense ya, past tense. I mean simple past ya. Past tense itu simple pastnya ya, simple pastnya. Oke, kita bahas yang pertama. Siapa tadi? Miss Kamalia. They are eat a burger. They is subject. Are. Just remember the formula is here. There is no to be. There is no to be the formula. Ya, subjek verb 2, objek kan? Gak ada to be berarti, gak ada to be. R itu is to be, right? Isim R is to be. Ya. And there is no verb 1 juga, nggak ada verb 1 juga. Jadi langsung ke verb 2. Verb 2-nya it adalah it ya. Verb 2-nya it adalah it. So here they are eat a burger. That's not true ya. Masih kurang benar. Kurang pas. Mr. Erlan in Kiriwang. They had eat a burger. Wow. Ditambah rumusnya lagi tambah had ya. You don't need to put had there. Ya, you don't need to put had there. You just need to change the eating ya, eating verb ing-nya verb 1, verb ing-nya daripada eat ya. Verb 1-nya kan eat, verb 2-nya eat, eaten, and verb ing-nya adalah eating. You just have to change the eating, the word eating here, like Mr. Aditya said there. Ya, kita ganti saja eating-nya jadi verb 2 yaitu adalah eat. And Mr. Wahyu lagi, they was eating a burger. Ini jadinya past continuous. Ya. You just change the eat, ya, the eating here. You just change the eating, the word eating become verb 2, ya. Subject plus verb 2 plus object. Subjek verb 2 plus object. Kalau tadi Mr. Osama bilang they eat a burger. Nah, ya, itu sudah benar. They eat a burger. You just have to change eat-nya, eating-nya, eating become ya. Alright. Kita lanjut. Kita lanjut. Kita lihat nih. You have to pay attention to the sentence. I have been to Morocco 6 times. Have you ever been there? Ini kalimat apa? Di sini ada positif, ada interrogatif. Benar nggak sih? Ya kan? Ada positif, ada interrogatif in this sentence. I have been to Morocco 6 times. I have been to Morocco 6 times. Have you ever been there? Ini kalimat apa? Present perfect. Present perfect tense. Erlan ya. Erlan. Rumusnya bagaimana Mr. Erlan? Present perfect. Can you read there? The formula for present perfect. That's good. That's correct ya Mr. Erlan. Ini adalah present perfect tense. Coba tulis rumusnya. Subjek terus plus apa menjadi objek.
Rumusan subjek has atau have.
Wait a minute. Subjek have.
Has atau have.
Have atau
plus
have.
verb 3.
Plus verb 3.
Yes, sir.
Verb 3 plus objek. Begitu kah? Subject
Yes.
plus have has verb and then verb 3 and object. That is present perfect ya, present perfect tense. Coba dirubah ya, teman-teman semua. Coba dirubah menjadi past perfect tense. Coba. Kalimat tersebut coba dirubah menjadi past perfect. I have been to Maroko 6 times. Have you ever been there? Coba dirubah menjadi past perfect tense. Ini kan present perfect tense. Nurlaila maybe, Nurlaila Hildayati. Are you here, Mrs. Nur Laila? Gak dijawab? Oke. Intan Ratnasari. Yang lain prepare, yang mau jawab just keep it out, keep dulu, tunggu. Saya mau panggil satu-satu saja, satu-satu dulu. Baru nanti setelah nggak ada yang jawab, baru dijawab. Oke? Miss Intan Ratnasari. Ya, ingat ya. Saya catat kok yang nggak nyaut. Nggak nyaut, nggak nyalain kamera. Just write your name. I had been to Morocco. Oh, dari Intan nih. Ada suaranya nggak ketika dipanggil tuh? Saya butuh konfirmasi orangnya ada atau enggak kayak gitu loh. Jangan sampai nggak ada orangnya.
Ada Pak, maaf Pak.
Nah, kalau ada ya ada tuh. Jangan ngilang gitu aja. Saya ngomong sama orang bukan sama nama bukan hanya sama nama saja, tapi sama orangnya yang punya nama. Oke. Thank you, Mrs. Intan ya. I had been to Maroko 6 times. Had you ever been there? Oke. Ada jawaban lagi nih dari Mr. Aditya. I had been to Maroko 6 times. Ya. Jangan lupa S-nya ya. Di time-nya jangan lupa S-nya. Ya. Kan berkali-kali kan? Bener enggak, Mr. Haba?
Gimana Pak?
Ini kan tadi saya buat contoh, saya tadi tulis kalimat di sini. Ada I have been to Morocco 6 times. Have you ever been there? And Mr. Alan said this is present perfect, ya, present perfect. And I ask some of you to change the sentence become past perfect tense. And Mrs. Intan said the answer is I had been to Morocco 6 times. Had you ever been there? That's the answer of past perfect tense. Is it correct or not, Mr. Haba? Question. The answer is correct or not?
Incorrect sih menurut saya pribadi.
Incorrect. Yang benar seperti apa?
I have been to Morocco 6 times. Had you ever been there?
That's
nggak tahu deh.
That's present perfect, right? And what I already write there here. I have been to Morocco 6 times. Have you ever been there? And this is present perfect tense. And I already said that this is correct. And ask to some of you to change this sentence become past perfect. And Mr. Intan Ratnasari said that the answer is I had been to Morocco 6 times. Had you ever been there? Is it correct or not? That's the questions. Correct or not, Mr. Haba? Incorrect. Ayo yang tulis, coba. Oke, good, Mr. Haba. Coba tulis rumusnya di sini, Mr. Elan. Kalau tahu rumusnya, coba right there, the formula. Ini to remain us about the past tense ya. Come on, guys. See, had, and subject, had, and verb 3. Baru. Oke. That's good. Good, guys. Jadi jawabannya, I had been to Morocco 6 times. I is a subject. Had is, okay, the based on the formula, there is had there. After had is verb 3. Ya. Verb 3 daripada be adalah been. Ya. Been. That's good. And object. I had been to Morocco 6 times. That's correct, Mr. Haba, ya. That's correct. That's and the interrogative, had you ever been there? That's correct also. Okay, thank you all of you that already answered the questions. I think enough for the question and answer ya, question and answer sessions. Kita lanjut ya. Kita lanjut ke the last material in this semester, which is about anyone else? Ada yang sudah buka e-learning? Pasti belum lihat e-learning. Oke. Ini ya, kita akan bahas ini. Ya. We're gonna learn about the editing process. Ya. Ada yang pernah jadi editor di sini? Or you wanna become editor? Mr. Osama become editor?
Nggak tahu Pak, tapi nggak mau lagi.
Nggak mau lagi. Kenapa? Apa pengalamannya di editing proses?
Kalau editing proses, saya tahu ya jadi editor Pak. Capek,
editor apa ini? Editor apa ini?
Video dengan desain grafis.
Alright. You
Sekarang
are. Oh, kenapa? That's a good work, Mister.
Tulang punggung Pak.
Oh, oke, ya itu editing video ya, video or design graphics. And now we're gonna talk about editing process in apa ini? Kayak buku, tulisan, surat menyurat, atau yang lainnya. Ya. Tulisan ya, ini mah hanya tulisan saja. It's not about the video or about design graphics. Just editing a sentence. Okay, wait a minute. Just outline here. And the objective is to understanding how editing process is. Oke, ini coba baca nih ya. Coba dilihat-lihat dulu. Ini bisa dilihat nggak? Can you see? Can you see this? Can you see my slide? Can you read it?
Yes, sir. I
Coba
can
Mr.
read.
Coba Mr. Erlan baca ya. Dibaca coba. Before ini ya,
Okay.
before edit ini.
Before, from Sista Product Customer Service to Dayla Risk. Subject, read your order invoice, tanda pagar M778. Thank you for your recent inquiry. Our return process is very simple. Please write the following code on the top of the box M778. This code is used to identify the package when it gets back to our warehouse. And please send it to the address below. We recommend shipping via UPS, FedEx, or DHL because they supply tracking information automatically with their ground service. If you use USPS, please request delivery confirmation and tracking service. Also, please keep all shipping record and paperwork until your credit is fully processed. Please include a copy of your original packing slip with the M778 number as well as your full name and address, and on top, you will receive an email notification once the package has been received by our warehouse system. Once the package has been received, it takes approximately 14 business days for the credit to be fully processed, but may still take 1 to 2 billing cycle to show on your card and on your card statement. We do not cover the cost of return shipping. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to assist you. Sista Product ATTN return A 1835 4505 Westlake PKY Boston MA 2720. If you need further assistance, you may contact our client support center by email at order@sistaproduct.net, by phone at 1-55555-5353, or by visiting our website at www.sistaproducts.net. Thank you. By Dewi.
Oke. Ini adalah sebuah email ya. Ini sebuah email yang dari Sista Product Customer Service kepada Dela Riz ya. Dela Riz. Subjeknya itu the order atau invoice subjeknya. Oke, kita lihat di sini. Afternya begini. This is an editing process ya. This is an editing process. Yang pertama seperti ini, full one paragraph ya. Tidak ada apa namanya, tidak ada number ya, 1, 2, 3. Jadi penjelasannya tuh langsung dalam satu paragraf sehingga orang tuh tidak bisa melihat secara detail kayak gitu. Mister Osama nggak bisa lihat ya? Kurang kelihatan ya?
Bisa Pak, hanya tulisannya cuma panjang.
Emang saya lebarin ini, saya lebarin. This is the picture ya, picture, and saya lebarin ke samping biar lebih besar begitu. Karena pic-nya kecil ini. Nah, ini juga memanjang toh. Oke, ini ya Mr. Erlan ya dan yang lainnya. Tadi seperti itu. Tadi ini kan dalam bentuk paragraf ya, semua dalam bentuk satu paragraf. In this sentence in this email is written in the form of paragraph, in one paragraph. Nah, ini belum diedit. Setelah diedit menjadinya seperti ini. After. Penjelasannya, our written process is very simple. Ada 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ya, ada penjelasannya, ada 5 di situ. Send your package to the following address, Sista Product, bla bla bla. Kalau tadi Sista Product ini kan penjelasannya paketnya kirim kemana, dia ada di bawah sini kan? Ada di sini toh, Sista Product. Setelah one paragraph, after one paragraph, and thank you for allowing the opportunity to assist you and Sista Product. Begitu. Nggak ada penjelasan sama sekali, dia langsung tulis itu. Kalau ini, send your package to the following address, Sista Product. Return at A1835 4505 Wellesley Parkway, Boston, MA 27 and 200. Okay. And the second one, send your packet via UPS. Itu ada di dalam paragraf. Tadi kan ada dalam paragraf. Jadi rubah menjadi dalam bentuk explanation, bentuk numbers explanation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and others. Kemudian baru dibuat paragraf, setelahnya ada penulisan paragraf when we receive. Nah, ketika sudah kita terima paketnya, we will send you an email. Kita akan konfirmasi dengan memberikan email. Gitu. Kayak gitu ya proses daripada editing. Jadi lebih jelas daripada sebelumnya, sebelum diedit. Alright. Here are example of highly formal and professional writing. Kalau yang pertama tadi itu adalah formal saja. Kalau profesional itu dia lebih jelas, yaitu seperti ini, ada penjelasan ya. Dikirim kemana, paketnya dari siapa, akan dikirim kemana, terus setelah diterima paketnya, apakah dia akan dapat konfirmasi atau tidak. Nah, itu sudah jelas di sini. Terus di bawahnya ada signature, ada tanda tangannya, Dennis Wilson, Customer Service Representative Sista Products. Nah, itu ada signatures-nya di situ. Kayak gitu ya cara. Itu profesional, kayak gini profesional. Highly formal, an indication of their disinterest was evidence of their lack and response to our request. And professional, they indicate their disinterest when they did no response to request. Kalau untuk formal itu ya, kalau untuk highly formal dalam writing itu, jika dia tidak setuju pada suatu email atau suatu surat, maka dia akan menunjukkan responnya ya. Dia akan menunjukkan atau akan kurang responnya akan kurang. Kalau profesional, kalau dia tidak tertarik pada sesuatu, maka dia tidak akan merespon email. Kalau kamu kirim email kepada seorang profesional dan dia tidak merespon, artinya dia tidak tertarik sama sekali. That's untuk formal, untuk profesional. Kalau formal, dia akan tertarik, tapi dia akan membalas kiriman kalian, tapi mungkin responnya akan kurang. Today, most people consider highly formal writing still good. So in the past, much academic and scientific writing was written in this highly formal, still tired style. The current trend is to write in a professional style for this gender as well. Ya, kayak tadi ini ya, kayak gini ya, profesional. Next. Caranya bagaimana untuk menulis untuk profesional ya? Untuk profesional bagaimana caranya? Pertama ya, choose a simple language ya. You have to choose the simple language and the reader can understand your word as good as possible. Ya. Jadi you have to choose the simple language. Whether you choose simple words or more complicated ones also affect the tone of your document. When possible, use a simple word instead of a complicated one. Jadi, daripada kita menggunakan kata-kata yang lebih rumit ya, yang tidak mudah dipahami oleh pembaca atau penerima email atau your books reader, kalau punya buku terus target pembacanya itu kurang paham, mending memilih kata yang lebih simple ya daripada yang lebih complicated. Here are a few examples. When we reach the termination of this project, ini adalah complicated ya, termination of this project. Kita ganti saja jadi gini. You have to choose the simple word. Termination itu sama aja dengan the end. Termination nggak semua orang paham toh. Not all of the reader understand about the termination of this project, the termination. So you have to change this word become the end. When we reach the end of this project. That's the simple word. Okay, got it guys? Next one. Chuck is contemplating making a change. Yeah. Chuck is contemplating making a change. Ada yang tahu arti contemplating apa? Contemplate. Ayo, yang tahu siapa? You don't need to open your dictionary. Chuck is contemplating making change. Is it common for you or not? Is it common? No, it's not common, right? Okay, so we have to change the contemplating. Okay, Chuck is thinking about making a change. Contemplating and thinking is almost same. Ya, jadi hampir sama lah. Contemplating and thinking, I mean, this is the synonym of thinking. It's about to making a change. Ya, jadi kita jangan sampai kita menggunakan kata yang tidak semua orang bisa memahaminya. Bisa jadi nanti orang salah paham kayak gitu. Okay. The first one, choose the simple language. Choose the simple language. Do not ever use the complicated ones. Yeah. Next. Keep a positive focus. Yeah. Keep a positive focus. In writing, you have set a positive tone by describing situation in affirmative language. In other words, rather than saying what will go wrong if procedures are not followed, say that will go right if the procedures are followed. Here are the example. Negative. If you do not complete the application by deadline, you will not consider for the project. Jadi kita tuh lebih memilih tulisan yang positif daripada yang negatif ya. Di sini. In writing, you have to set a positive tone by describing situation. Jadi kamu harus menulis hal yang positif dari and in describing a situation, dalam mendeskripsikan situasi tertentu ya. Gak usah pakai kata-kata negatif, pakailah kata-kata positif. Ya. Kalau negatif ya, if you do not complete the application by the deadline, jika kamu tidak tidak melengkapi application-nya, lamarannya by the deadline, you will not be considered for the project. Mungkin kamu tidak akan diterima dalam project tersebut. Positifnya bagaimana? Kalau kita nulis keep a positive focus, positive fokusnya bagaimana? Kalimat positifnya, if you complete the application by the deadline, you will be considered for the project. Jadi kita rubah saja paradigmanya yang harusnya biasa jadi ancaman, kita buat jadi idaman, kayak gitu ya. Jadi apa namanya itu? Jadi janji lah buat dia kayak gitu ya. Jadi hal yang positif kan. Idaman kan, seorang idaman kan hal yang positif kan ya. If you complete the application by the deadline, jika kamu melengkapi application-nya atau lamarannya sesuai dengan jadwal yang telah ditentukan, you will be considered for the project. Mungkin kamu akan dapat project tersebut kayak gitu. Jadi ini positif banget kan, positif. Kalimat yang positif. There is no negative sentence. It's all about positive sentence. Ya. Oke, di dalam professional writing, you do not ever use a negative sentence. Just use positive sentence. Got it, everyone?
Oke, sir.
Okay. Next one. Negatif kan. Nah, ini masih negatif lagi nih. Contoh negatif. If you do not respond by Friday, I will not be able to use your input. Okay. This is also negative sentence because there is do not, will not, and you have to change this sentence become positive. So here, if you respond by Friday, I will be able to use your input. Just focus on positive one. Do not focus on negative one. All right. Write it in the affirmative. The next one, write in the affirmative. Yeah. Writing in the affirmative is tied to giving a positive focus, but from a slightly different band. English is language best understood in the affirmative. In other words, writing is a bit more difficult to understand when the word not is used. Yeah. Remember, writing is a bit more difficult. Yeah. Writing is a bit more difficult to understand when the word not is used. Writing in the affirmative takes fewer words and keep information more simple and sometimes more positive, important, and qualities in business. Here are some examples. Yeah. Mark cannot help you. And you have to change the not to would not here in after Mark cannot become Mark is unable to help you. Get it? Jangan sering menggunakan not ya. Not right. Do not ever use the not use. Kalau di dalam menulis apa namanya itu email or professional writing lah, like nulis buku dan lain-lain kayak gitu ya. Mark cannot help you. Not-nya diganti enable. Mark is unable to help you. Next. The meeting will not start on time. And you have to change this. The meeting will start late. On time ganti agak. Meetingnya itu agak mulai telat sedikit kayak gitu. The meeting will not start on time. Jam in the affirmative. Next one. Writing in the affirmative also have focus on the message on positive result. Kalau nulis dalam afirmatif sendiri itu akan membantu kita untuk fokus dalam sebuah pesan yang lebih dalam sebuah pesan yang hasilnya lebih positif. For example, kalau negatif seperti ini. If you do not contact the client today, you will not meet their deadline. If you do not contact the client today, kalau kalimat pertamanya itu negatif, maka resultnya juga negatif. Ya. If you do not contact the client today, maka resultnya you will not meet the deadline. Kalau positif bagaimana? If you contact the client today, you will meet their deadline. Kayak gitu ya. And the next example, you will not be offered that position. You are not qualified. Ini negatif banget ini. Ini memojokkan banget nih kalau kita ngomong sama seorang ya. Kamu nggak akan ditawarkan pada posisi tersebut. Kamu tuh nggak sesuai dengan kualifikasi kok. That's a negative, right? That's a negative sentence. The result also negative. Resultnya apa? Orang yang kita omongin tersebut, maybe he will not less of confidence, maka akan kurang percaya diri lagi kayak gitu ketika akan mengajukan posisi tersebut. Maka you have to consider to do not use this sentence or negative sentence Kita coba gunakan kalimat ini. Coba. Kalau untuk bilang sama seseorang, kamu gak cocok di posisi tersebut, kita pakai kalimat positif saja. Gimana caranya? You should apply for other position that better match your qualification. Kita ganti kalimatnya. Kamu tuh coba deh lamar posisi yang lain yang sesuai dengan kualifikasi kamu. Mungkin itu tidak akan menyindir seorang tersebut gitu. Mungkin dan dia akan the result is for someone who we talk about, maybe dia akan nggak akan hilang kepercayaan diri, nggak akan terlalu kesindir lah istilahnya. Ya, got it everyone? Coba deh kita praktis ya, praktis dari sini. Praktis. Ada 5 pertanyaan saja. 5 pertanyaan, guys. Sudah lihat? Bisa lihat nggak? Bisa? Oke, coba dirubah menjadi positive sentence. Dirubah menjadi positive sentence. Nanti tulis saja nomor 1 apa, nomor 2 apa gitu jadi di kolom chat. I give you 5 minutes ya everyone. I give you 5 minutes. You just change this sentence from number 1 to 5 become positive sentence. Yeah. Just change this become positive sentence. The first one, if you do not have the receipt, we will not be able to give you a refund. We are sorry to our 800 number wasn't working for the past 12 hours. Your credential do not meet our requirement for the positions. We cannot send you the replacement part for your carpet sweeper until you provide the serial number. We are sorry that we cannot have your order to complete by your request date. Okay, please. You just write in your paper, piece of paper. Write in your piece of paper, and when I ask you, you have to answer it. Yeah. I give you 5 minutes ya. Jadi sampai 9.15, habis itu kita langsung question answer sessions. Oke. Sorry, I wanna go to the bathroom first. Please give it up your work. Have you finished, everyone? Kalau sudah, oh my God. Kita waktunya sampai 9.20 saja ya? Ya toh? Oke, I think enough ya. I think enough. Wait a minute. Jika jawaban kalian sudah sesuai dengan ini, berarti jawabannya sudah benar semua. Bagaimana? Ada yang benar semua? Yang benar semua siapa? Ngacung, gak apa-apa. Acungkan tangan kalian. If you do not have the receipt, you just have to change the negative become positive, right? Yeah. Become positive sentence. If you do not have the receipt, we will not be able to give you a refund. Kita ganti jadi positif, maka jawabannya if you have the receipt, we can give you a full refund. Itu positif itu jadi. Ya. Kita hilangkan note-nya, habis itu kita give you a refund become full refund. Bisa juga we can give you a refund juga bisa. Without a full is okay. Without a full is okay. Siapa yang correct nomor 1? I'm in public place and I am going home now. Erlangga Maulana. Okay. If you have the receipt, we will be able to give you a refund. Okay, that's good. Nih, jawaban nomor 1 banyak benar semua nih. If you have the receipt, we will be able to give you a refund. Bagus ya. Kita baca laptop. Wih. Jadi tukang servis ini, Mr. Grasberg. Next ya, kita lanjut nomor 2. We are sorry that our itu ya. Kita ganti jadi langsung seperti ini. Kita ganti jadi seperti ini. Thank you for your patience ya. In trying to reach us and finally getting through to us. Saya pikir nggak ada yang benar ya ini ya. Karena ini jauh dari ekspektasi. Ya. We are sorry ini diganti thank you ya. Ya, your patient. Thank you for your patient. Our 800 number wasn't working ini kita ganti jadi in trying. Wait a minute. Kita ganti jadi ini. In trying to read us and finally getting through to us. Okay. Next one. Your credentials do not meet our requirement for the positions. We change this. Your credentials are impressive. Yeah. Yeah. And I appreciate you can find this answer in e-learning ya. PPT ini bisa kalian dapatkan dalam e-learning, tinggal download saja. Karena because our time is limit up ya. So we have to end these sessions and we will meet in the next meeting, which is UAS ya, the last meeting in the semester. Benar nggak sih?
Yes, sir.
Minggu depan kita UAS bukan?
It's up to you, sir.
Asem.
Yes, sir. Pak, kita harus ngapain, Pak?
Hah? Kita makan-makan saja nanti.
Asik.
Bagus dong, Pak.
Makan-makan online. Kita akan bahas UASnya ya, semua yang telah kalian presentasikan. Nanti yang merasa belum kirim apa namanya PPT-nya, coba kirim ulang ke saya atau enggak nanti koordinasi satu orang kirim ke saya dari 6 apa namanya itu 6 PPT, 6 PowerPoint-nya itu. Nanti saya minta Erlan ya, Erlan atau Mas Ostama PPT semuanya, semua PPT-nya nanti dikirim ke email saya, semua PPT-nya. Oke, Mr. Haba, oke. Kita lanjut ke absensi aja. Ya, nanti Mr. Osama atau Mr. Erlan, please send to me via email or WA is okay dari grup 1 sampai grup 5. Karena kemarin I forgot ya to save it. I forgot to save your PowerPoint, so I just want you to send back to me. Send it back to me. Erlangga Maulana? Erlangga Maulana? Ada enggak orangnya?
Hadir Pak, dihadir Pak. Cuma lagi di jalan.
Oh iya ya. Oh iya tadi dia bilang ya. Oke. Terus Rio Riansa.
Present, sir.
Graceberg. Kartika Widyadari Budiman.
Present, sir.
Oke. Muhammad Fahrul. Present. Dimas Saiful Aziz. Nothing. Laudi Muhammad Abdullah. Laudi Muhammad Osama Abdullah. Rega Audriansah. Riga. Rega is absent. Am I right? Benar nggak? Nggak ada ya Rega ya? Oke, Rega absen. Erlan Ingkruwang. Zulfa Malika mana?
Present, sir.
Oke, Aditya Duta Ramadan. Zulfa sehat, Zulfa?
Alhamdulillah, sir. Cuman agak serak dikit.
Iya, kelihatan kok, kedengeran, dengar suaranya. Ya, not feeling good. So, ya semoga cepat sembuh. Oke, kita lanjut. Ahmad Baharu Nowhere.
Present, sir.
Nana Irmanto.
Present,
Nana
sir.
Irmanto, Muhammad Gozi. Ronaldo Immanuel Jalira.
Present, sir.
Laila Hildayati. Haba Kisha.
Hadir, Pak.
Oke, next. Intan Ratnasari.
Present.
Kamalia Mardia. Firlia Dinda. Muhammad
Present, sir.
Raihan Zulfikar. Novita Sari. Wulandari.
Hadir, sir.
Aulia Puspa Nabila.
Hadir, Pak.
Endah nggak ada ya. Muhammad Fahmi. Muhammad Fahmi sudah berapa lama nggak hadir nih? Ada kabar nggak? Di mata kuliah lain dia ikut nggak? Fahmi.
Di mata kuliah lain kadang hadir, Pak.
Kadang hadir ya?
Iya, Pak.
Oh jadi berarti he hate the English lessons. He hate it. Or he don't like or he doesn't like me. That's good. Okay, thank you very much for your participation in the last meeting. See you in the next UAS ya, in the next meeting which is UAS ujian akhir semester. And good luck all of you everyone. See you. Nyalain.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Nyalain dulu kameranya.
Salam.
Sir, ada tukang bakso.
Mana tukang bakso itu? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, Gozi. Okay, thank you very much everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.